to get the Nightborn, the Magna Orc, and the Zandalar Troll um, faction, whatever they call them. The
Santalaris.
yeah, the Zandalar, the Magna Orc, and the Nightborn to get the the reputation gains for those three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got everything else except for those three. But instead of starting at level 1, they all start at level 10 now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that is a nice little encouragement too. I like Blizzard doing that. But yeah, that's the story of what happened. Guys, get off the fish and get on the balls. Oh my god. Well, that's a bad first impression for this. I have no idea what they did and why they did it. Did nothing different compared to every other time I do this.
So do you play Pokemon in WoW?
Do I play Pokemon?
Yeah.
I do not play Pokemon in WoW.
Yeah, all the pet battles that they had and whatever.
Why are you guys still pulling enemies? Yeah, but after I rejoined the guild is when I got the apology from him. And he didn't apologize for getting me thrown from the guild, he just apologized about the first encounter with him. I'm like, no, apology not accepted. You stay in your corner, I'll stay in mine, and stop harassing my guildmates. I tell Striker and Ice that too. I'm like, I've got more thick skin than most, so talking shit to me, feel free to talk all the shit you want. It's not really going to piss me off to the point of like me not inviting you to the group. Don't talk shit to my friends or my guildies. Like that's how you make me into it. I told both of them, I'm like, he's welcome to come back to a group later, but he had a controlling issue, and I'm going to have to outright address the group before we do Mythic Plus later, before that whole kid from the dungeon, the guild, which now I don't even want to have anything to do with him at this point. I'm like, but before that, I'm like, I'm gonna have to address to the whole group, so it doesn't look like I'm simply addressing it to him, that no one's to talk shit to other people in the guild or in the group. There's an issue, you address it with me in a whisper, and I'll see if it actually needs to be addressed. You all need to hide. Oh, that's bad. I'm charmed. But yeah, that's the story. Is what it is.
Oh, good mate. That's fine. I'm just having a chat with Woody to find out what he likes to do.
Oh, all
Looks
right.
like he wants to raid, but his gear's no good, so he needs to level up a little bit. So you'll probably find him doing some Mythic Pluses with you.
Yeah, sure. I had a wife and a husband, that I can't remember what her tune was, but she's the one that made my note. And was like, it's called.
Odin's Grace.
Who is it?
Odin's Grace. Or
Maybe,
Freya's Grace.
maybe it's I got her as about yeah, phrase grace. Yeah. So like I know her and her husband want to like do some keys. I was like, that's fine. Me and Striker are looking for other people. It's like we're not at the 16, 17 keys, but it's like, yeah, we would love to get a party together for like 12s, 13, 14s.
Well,
But
at the moment, the laptop I'm on is about 7 or 8 years old, so it's only got 8 GB memory. Video cards seen better days, and I get occasional lag issues, probably due to the video card and having 8 GB memory. I just purchased a 16 GB laptop. Hopefully that will make things easier.
nice. Well, Crack, you're welcome to come with us too if you want.
Yeah, anytime. I'm usually up at this time of night. I'm usually on earlier, but I came home today, had something to eat, felt tired, jumped on the bed, then woke up maybe half an hour ago.
I haven't gone to bed,
as
man.
you do. As you do.
I get really tired of telling people. Thank you. Too late. So, all because our hunter was standing an inch from the door, like from being in the room. If you attack this final boss in the terrace when you're attacking the ads, he's still marked as an enemy, so you can actually skip the whole dialogue. Okay, you're reinstalling Windows during a boss fight? What? Also, I showed Striker earlier tonight. I'm like, apparently there's a sweet spot with this boss where if you are floating in that position, the orbs won't knock you out of the room. I love to have trits. Let's see if the bird drops again. That's a sweet spot. No, not this time. Need to start drinking something aside from whiskey.
Oh, it deadens the pain. It's all good.
I have to go to work at 3 p.m. It's 6:30 in the morning. You start sobering up a little bit. This is another very easy dungeon. Let's just skip everything.
turning. I know too well. Don't let those riches get to your head. I know you've been thinking of me instead. Oh, baby, you crawl back to me. 'Cause honey will never give you what you need. And when the devil comes to plead, he'll be running quicker than you ever see. But not me. I won't go down easy. But not me. I won't go down easy. But not me. I won't go down easy. Does he make you crazy like I do? Keep you from dreaming the whole night through.
Yeah, so with Flash, you've got Blockade. That's his main tune.
Mm-hmm.
You got Black Light, Carjacker, Flashlight, Ice Sheep Around, Storm Drain.
Brother, I'm not gonna remember all those tunes.
Hey, if you remember them, you'll see them online.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. Just ask Striker. Is he still an officer? Is he?
Striker? No, Striker went to bed a minute ago.
Yeah, but he's still an officer in the guild, isn't he?
Yeah.
Ask him when he's online, and if Flash is online, he'll be able to tell you what he's on.
Wait, Striker's an officer?
He was.
All right. Yeah, we were doing a Mythic 12 vault earlier tonight, and one person I invite, or actually more or less the whole group, aside from me and Striker, were Frostborn. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize everyone was Frostborn. Even the realm that isn't Frostborn is in the guild with Frostborn. So I'm like, this is gonna be a problem. I'm apologizing right now. This is probably going to be a fail.
You realise that Frostborn's full of Oz Australians, don't you?
I do not know that. Normally I get along incredibly with Australians. It's just Frostmourne, Sargeras, Mal'Ganis, and Tityitis. Just always piss me off. It's always something.
No, well, see, Frostmourne is in the Oceanic realms, and it's an Australian server, which came up. I mean, they had Frostmourne around when I first started playing WoW, but it didn't have its own server in Australia, and only recently they put a server in for Australia, and it makes it a lot easier playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
But by that stage, I'd moved all my alts across to the American realms, and I think I was on Bleeding Hollow for a while. Then I went to Proudmoore, and then down to Storm Rage.
Proudmoore is East Coast.
Yeah, and then Algazor, which is linked to 5 other realms. Najatar, Thunderlord, I think. Yeah, then I moved all my alts here to Dalaran, and I've been here ever since.
So I've met people from Frostmourne who were like old school Frostmournes, and they're like, they had transferred it to us. They're like, yeah, I haven't been on the server for a minute, but like, we're not all like that. I'm like, okay, well, you just do some dungeons with me, and you just have a look for yourself. And the guy was like, wow, like he's like, okay, so just elitist pricks that want to control the group. I'm like, yep. Yep. He's like, we didn't loot. That's not how the realm used to be. I'm like, well, that's how the realm is now. And so, like, Striker has been seeing that quite frequently, because, like, groups that Like dungeons that should be relatively easy, not an issue at all, are issues. And it's always like we've had from the hated realms, we've had just this week, I think about 6 people leave our mythics because you're not attacking the right enemy, and I'm outright talking to Striker. I'm like, that's funny because the last healers told me to attack this enemy. Now this healer is telling me to attack a different enemy. I'm like, they just can't make up their fucking mind. It's always doing. I'm like, you're not run. We were doing like Noku offensive. I'm like, you need to kill the bird. If you're not killing the bird, you need to run from the bird. The horn isn't what kills you. I'm like, the horn buffs everyone, but it's not what kills you. I'm like, but bird is non-elite, which just like rule of thumb is if an enemy is in a mythic and it's non-elite, it either does an insane amount of CC to the group or high damage. That's why it's not elite. And I told Striker, I'm like, I sat here and watched the fucking bird come over to the healer while I'm trying to kill the bird. The healer take it and went from 70% to 30% and from 30 to 0 immediately. I'm like, the horns that the other elites are doing isn't what's killing her. It's the bird that she's choosing not to get away from. But like, we've had so many groups where it's just our group tonight in the vault. It's vault 12. First pull with the clans. Whole team dies, except for me. I finish up killing the plants. Team comes back. Do the next part of the plants before the little dragons. We kill those, no problem. We jump down, start on the boss fight. Everyone in the group dies with the boss at 46% health. I end up tanking the boss and killing it by myself from 46 onward in a mythic 12. Just to point out how crazy insane the leech build is. So one of the people is like, just die, question mark. And Striker speaks for me because we're in voice and I can't stop tanking in order to type back. And he's like, we're not gonna time anyways. You guys have already died way too many times. And so the whole fight, everyone stays, right? Everybody's staying to watch the fight. And he's like, you know what you should do? Just because, like, if we're not going to, like, continue, you should kill the boss and then leave. I'm like, that would make me like them. He's like, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck him. Be like him. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe. We'll see. And what ended up happening was, and I outright told him, I'm like, what they're doing, I know what they're doing. They want to see me eat shit. And so they will either stay until they see me die, and then have a snotty remark, or they'll stay and I'll succeed, and then they'll have a snotty remark and leave. Either way, like, these people are leaving Striker. Like, I already know they're going to leave. Because I know way too many Frostmournes, Sargeras, TDIs. I'm like, I know how they think at this point. They want to see me eat shit and nothing else. So, I don't eat shit. I kill the boss, and like reading a book, it's thanks for wasting 5 minutes of my time. Leaves. I'm like, whisper them. I'm like, hey, thanks for wasting my Keystone 12 because you don't know how to heal. Now, granted, it wasn't only on the healer, but everyone was a Frostmourne, or was it Jubilee or Jubilaws, or they were apparently a sister realm of Frostmourne that I was not aware of. And there was one person from that whole group that was like, yeah, sorry about that. I'm like, wow. Out of 3 Frostmournes, only one was like, sorry. So why they died with the plants is simply they didn't move. So that purple shit on the ground just nuked their health. With the boss fight, I was telling Striker, I'm like, I was trying to get the ads off of somebody who then ran behind the giant freaking rock that's blocking my camera, so I can't target the ads behind me. I have to tab, and I'm tabbing to ads behind me instead of in front of me. I'm like, it's a simple mechanic, it's real basic. If you have ads on you, you run to the tank. The tank, don't just assume he sees you and is able to get them off you like that. Run to the tank. And nobody did that, except for Striker, but it's like, that's the second wipe. Everybody else, that whole run, I didn't die a single time. Everybody else was dying because they were standing in shit, or the heal was already dead, so I'm not a paladin, so they're going to die. So. But it was a Vault 12, and I'm like, given that they can't survive or keep people alive right now, the rock is not a fucking difficult boss fight. Like that, if they can't do this, they're not gonna be able to do the last boss. The last boss is a friggin' nightmare. So that's why I'm like, Striker, I think we're gonna bail. Otherwise, this is gonna be like another. We had somebody from Frostmourne I think it was Frostmourne or Tidyitis last night. Bail in our group. We did a Naku offensive 13. Got to the last boss. We were about to time it. We had about 4 or 5 minutes left. I'm like, holy shit, we're gonna die. Then we wiped because I can't be aggro on the 2 ads on the right of the boss and the left of the boss. I'm like, I can't interrupt all of them at the same time. I need the DPS to help with that. So the person in our group that I was more or less referring to immediately disconnected. One wipe, disconnected. I don't think we wiped on anything else. I think it's first like complete wipe in the dungeon, and leaves. 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, well, we'll give it a couple minutes, and if he doesn't come back, I'm reporting him for like de-ranking my key. I told Shrek, I'm like, there really needs to be some form of reporting on that, because I see people who bail the first sign of trouble, they bail. I see people who openly troll groups, join, they pull too much at the beginning, and then they leave immediately. I'm like, there needs to be some form of repercussions. I don't think you should be suspended from the game. I think you just shouldn't be allowed to run mythic keys for a week.
Yeah, or was it the deserter thing? I mean, you can go AFK for half an hour and then come back and you're back in the game again.
Yeah, but like even with the deserter thing, it's like everybody has so many ults, like it doesn't do anything. Like I could leave a dungeon right now, get on another tank, so it's like it doesn't affect all my tunes.
But the same thing happens if somebody else, they all vote to kick you from the group, just for the fact they don't want you.
Crockett, here's a fun bit of information. I don't know if you're aware, because a lot of people were not aware of this. If you rejoined with the same party, like if this party right here, if everybody, it has to be everybody, if everybody rejoins to do another dungeon, there is no vote if there's a problem with one of these people. It turns into you all rejoin as a group, and if there's a problem in the next dungeon, I can just remove people because it defaults to whoever's party lead has full control. So I found that out the hard way.
Strange, because when I get kicked from a dungeon, I try to get back into a dungeon. I've got dungeon deserter comes up, even though I didn't leave. I got kicked.
Or the timer on the group finder. But yeah, here's another little issue with the group finder. If you take 2 other friends and you guys do a group, if somebody else joins with 1 friend, it screws up the vote kick. So even you and the other 2 have complete control over the kick, because the person came with someone else, you can't actually kick. You need that person to also kick, which just holds up the entire fucking group. Let's see if I don't
think they should kick people anyway. I reckon you get what you dealt, go with it, finish it.
Well, personally, I'd rather they just revert it back to whoever's party lead is the leader. And party lead, like, I don't think anybody should be a party lead unless you're tanking. Like, tank or heals. Like, if you're going to have that responsibility, you need to do, like, one of the harder jobs.
So, Oris, did you have any alts on Dalaran you wanted to tuck into your alliance skills?
I don't think I have any tunes on Dalaran that are alliance. I think maybe one. My Warlock might be alliance on this realm, but like all my alliance tunes are more or less on Choreostras or the sister realm of Choreostras, which was Eldrathras. Simply because like that's back in the day where it's like you can only have 10 tunes per round, so I had to start making tunes on my alliance. But
yeah, I used to have realms. I used to have tunes all over the place because friends would be on this realm, so I'd make one on their realm. Eventually, I had 50 across 5 or 6 different realms. I just put them together on Algazor, and then from there, I moved. What's the thing? I had to make 3 new alts, but I can't make them on Dalaran because I've got 50 alts on there and won't let me make any more. But we're allowed 60 per round. So I made them on Algazor and transferred them over. It's the only way I could do it.
everybody loves it when I do this.
I'm not going to fill up my revive catalyst this week. You got to do group stuff, don't you?
Do what?
Revival catalyst. You got to complete group content on the Dragon Isle.
Yeah, I dislike that it says on the Dragon Isle.
So it could be anywhere.
It can't be anywhere. It needs to be Dragonland's content. So it's like time walking. Time walking doesn't work, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to go see if the beast is working at the moment.
But I think the soup is probably one of the easiest. Flying across the Great Hunt when it's like on 1 out of 6 remaining is really easy. You actually just I actually have to bail on the group. I still need to do the real boss actually.
Oh, I've done him already.
Yeah, I've been drinking and time walking too often. It's gonna be another 7 a.m. going to bed. Who's the world boss this week?
It's the one down on Anara Plains.
Struzan.
That's the guy. I've already killed him once this week.
Well, I already have leech on my boots, and I don't like the trinket he drops, so maybe I'll just skip him. Wait, there's something back there attacking people? No. I already dropped down.
I don't see a hunt up anywhere.
Last time I checked, it was in the Awakened Shores, but that was about an hour or so ago.
Oh yeah, there we go. 4 minutes. Oh no, that's Siege on Dragonbane Keep. Oh, that could work as well.
Yeah.
I've already flown past me though.
I told Striker, I'm like, it kind of sucks this week, because unless I stay up really late, I'm not going to be able to get my methods in, I'm not going to be able to... This will probably be the first week where I don't do everything with Blastsmith in and the Might in and everything like that. No, it takes so much just to make a super good item. They need to lower some of those requirements, just a little bit. Like, there's no way to increase your Blastsmithing unless you're willing to spend a ton of money on resources to build one thing multiple times. Right, that doesn't show good. The thing I can build multiple times is the shield. Oh, get out of here. I'm tired of these assassins always being in random places in this dungeon. Striker and me were talking about that earlier tonight, where it's like, the AI in Burn Crusade seems to be smarter than the AI in recent expansions. Like, when the assassins dazed him, stunned somebody else, and then targeted me. Everybody with clean damage always loves me in the group. Little giant balls. This is gonna have to be the last one. I need to go to bed. Wasn't the button I wanted. Also, Croc, while I might talk shit about Frostmourne, I do generally get along with a lot of Aussies.
All good, mate.
It's just Frostmourne. It's just I didn't even know it was Auss. I just assumed it was the West Coast, just like most of the realms I dislike.
No, it's oceanic.
Yeah, because I meet quite a few people from across the blue because I'm normally up late because of my work schedule.
Yeah, well, I've just sent you a pet.
Something. Hey,
You got mail, Fighting Irish.
Croc, we just met. You shouldn't be sending me gifts. You know, if you want to get in my pants, you're gonna have to buy me dinner first.
Ah, well, nothing's going to happen anytime soon. Oh, I got that many of that particular pet because I've just been doing the Love in the Air dungeon. How many do I actually have? I'm going to say 20. So have a toxic wasteling on me.
Oh, thank you for the pet. Yeah, so someone run out in front of me. Yeah. There we go. I like when a group actually knows what I want them to do, and that's to aggro the assassins. I think there's still 2 more. There should be one right around this corner. Yeah, there he is. There should be one right here. Nope. Damn it, I was off by 5 feet. Sorry.
All good. So, what time is it there now?
7:03 in the morning.
Right, so you must be in a slightly different time zone to Los Angeles.
Yes, they are 2 hours behind me, so it's about 5 a.m. there. I know that because my ex was from Los Angeles.
So in about 2 hours they'll do the shutdown.
Yeah. I'm probably leaving the group, but at least I can get them into another dungeon before I do it.
Legacy, that's what I came to leave. I am a dog, check my pedigree. Don't know what's next for me, plenty of checks for me, they come and check for me. We moving the chains. Now missing the exit, ain't switching my lane. Knew at some point things were destined to change. We'll marry a thing, still need a game on lock.
What did you guys pull?
Well, I'm going to head off to bed. I'll catch you later.
Alright, Croc. I'll see you later, bud.
Legacy was made at the bottom and now we on top. Now shifting my focus and changing my thoughts. The throne is mine, cause I get it not. Turn a zero to a check, dream chasing while you slip. I'm a hero in the flesh, I'm a hero to myself. If you knew what I'm against, you would tip your hat to me. Marching through a storm, I adapt to it. Some things you can't avoid, use your inner map to it. I've been through it so much I could create an app for it. Even when it sucks, I try my best to laugh through it. And no matter what I'm after, I'ma capture it. I'm a champion for real, every court and every field. I'm a champion for real, every court, every field. I'm a champion for real, every court, every field. I'm a champion for real. Yeah. It ain't on me 'cause it's in me. When I'm lonely, it befriend me. Eye of a tiger, heart of a grizzly. Ain't lying on the realest. I was made for the mission. Represent the bottom, but my aura like a frisbee. Come down for what? I'm too busy being up. Dedication mixed with skill and a little bit of luck. I'm a champion for real. Every court, every field. Yeah. I'm a champion for real. Every court and every field.
Well, that's fine.
I'm a champion for real. Every court, every
Good to do that again in a couple weeks.
I'm a champion for real. Every court, every field. I'm a champion for real. Yeah. I'm a champion for real. Every court, every field. I'm a champion for real. Every court, every field. Yeah. Champion. I'm a champion for real.
Let's do a little bit of the blacksmith and stuff. At least the building. There we have it. There you go. Alright. Let you. Draconic blacksmith.
Looking at the city lights, it's cold tonight, it's cold tonight. Like a dream, like a star, it's in your eyes, it's in your eyes. And we never sleep, we keep the blood pumping through our veins. And we always meet the fear head on where the shadows lay. Step into the darkness. If we're gonna save this city.
Don't want to go to bed at 8 a.m., but it looks like I'm going to.
If we're gonna save this city. I can hear it calling. Yeah, I can hear it calling. Vanishing from the start, right under us, right under us. Empty hands, empty hearts, wanderers, lost wanderers. We never sleep, we keep the blood pumping through our veins. And we always meet
Earth and sample. I don't know if that's. Wait, earth and sample. That's different than my. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hunt it in the same spot I normally hunt it mine.
I can hear it calling. Yeah, I can hear it calling. Yeah, I can hear it calling.
Nah.
Where the fuck is it?
We caught a vision. Pick it up, now we rolling with it. We on a mission. Full throttle, never gonna quit it. Working hard, get it done. Jumping for a ride with us, making change, having fun. Raise a bar, dare to dream. Show 'em what they won't believe. We can do, we can do. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We're on a new wave. When it's flowing, yeah, it's going our way. Call this a new phase. Cause I'm flyer than a pilot on a jet plane. Working hard, get it done. Jumping for a ride with us, making change, having fun. Raise a bar, dare to dream. Show 'em what they won't believe. We can do, we can do. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything.
Okay, I think I just found a new hunting spot. Glad I chose to stick around for that.
Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything. We can do anything. Look at us, we can do anything.
Say.
Let's go. Turn up the issue, I'm dying to give you the problem you practically begging for. Don't waste a minute, I'm instantly in it until my contender is never more. Yes. You came to fight with the wrong one. That's your mistake in the long run. Ain't no advancing, you being canned, so you better break for the dawn comes. Turn them down when they turn up. Who am I? Better learn up. I would die for the purpose. Anyone coming from mine gotta earn it. If you started, I'ma finish it. Cut them off from the period. You feel like an alpha to meet the omega. Time's up, I'm the end. Let's go. I am the finisher. You started, I finish it. I am the finisher. Soon as you started, I finish it. It's the final call. Now your time is up. Game over. This the end of it. Come on. I am the finisher. Soon as you started, I finish it. I am the finisher. I am the finisher. I am the finisher. It's the final call. Now your time is up. Game over. This the end of it. I am the finisher. Soon as you started, I finish it. Game over for the nonsense. I'm a reason with the conflict. You've been pressing on the topic. I came to lock it up in the coffin. Yes. Got a score I wanna settle up. You ain't ready, I'ma let it rush. I ain't leaving nothing undone. Armageddon, never letting up. Yeah. If you started, I'ma finish it. Cut them off from the period. You feel like an alpha to meet the omega. Time's up, I'm the end of it. Lights out, I'm the end of it. Yeah. Lights out, I'm the end of it. When I black out, I'm the end of it. Lights out, I'm the end of it. When I black out, I'm the end of it.
I didn't do anything wrong. Oh fuck.
You started, I finished
Too
it.
late now.
I am the finisher. Soon as you started, I finish it. It's the final call. Now your time is up. Game over. It's the end of it. I am the finisher. Soon as you started, I finish it. I am the finisher. I am the finisher. It's the final call. Now your time is up. Game over. It's the end of it. I am the finisher. Soon as you started, I finish it.
So dark, hitting the bottom. I climbed up to the top. You know there ain't no stopping me. I'm getting faster, I'm going harder now. I've been till I was broken. Got kicked when I was down. I stood tall in the ocean. I'm getting faster, I'm going farther now. Yeah, I'm on a roll, yeah, I'm on a roll. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, I'm on a roll, yeah, I'm on a roll, here we go. I'm stronger, stronger than I've ever been, on fire, brighter than the flame I lit. I know that I've come too far to quit. I'm stronger, stronger than I've ever been. I beg to see the daylight. I pray to feel the sun. So I jump without looking. I'm getting faster, I'm getting smarter now. No sleep, don't turn the lights out. No way is slowing me down. I'm not hitting the brakes, cause I'm getting faster. I'm going farther now. Yeah, I'm on a roll, yeah, I'm on a roll. Here we go, here we go. Yeah, I'm on a roll, yeah, I'm on a roll, here we go. I'm stronger, stronger than I've ever been, on fire, brighter than the flame I lit. I know that I've come too far to quit. I'm stronger,
I forgot which side it was on.
stronger than I've ever been.
Alright, bedtime. Just make sure I got my blacksmithing done.
Don't care what they say. Live my life my own way. I don't care what you do. I'm gonna come for you. I'm stronger, stronger than I've ever been, on fire, brighter than the flame I lit. I know that I've come too far to quit. I'm stronger, stronger than I've ever been.
Weight on my